You've already learned the framework. You've already learned the system. It's so simple, yet nobody does it, and this is why everybody fails. I don't want you to fail, and I want you to trust the process, trust the framework.
Day 16. I'm going to keep this video short today because I've had a morning. Done well, got up at 6 AM, thought everything was great at that point. Then I spent 40 minutes messing around with the memory on this phone. As you can see, I'm doing so many videos, it's taking up a lot of memory on the phone. And I've just spent 4 hours last night from 8:30 till 12:30, 30 minutes past my bedtime, editing day 15's video. Completed it, great. Went to bed. Couldn't produce the video though, couldn't create a file out of it because I didn't have the memory. So I had to leave. The phone, basically taking all the files off the phone onto the computer so I could have some space. Now the problem with that is, now that I've taken the files off the phone onto the computer, the video that I've created on the phone now doesn't have the files on the phone to produce the video. Which means I have to put them all back again and hope that I haven't lost my video that I spent 4 hours on. The longest time that I've spent on a video so far, it was 15 minutes long, and I was quite happy with it actually, I quite liked it. And then I've got out the door late, again, can't find my keys, again, 2 days in a row. I found them yesterday, after when I came back from my bike run, and here I am again, just up morning. But here I am anyway, my bike, I'm going doing it anyway. 14-day challenge, I'm here, I'm doing it. Even though I don't want to right today, especially today, not now. The rules are against me today. I'm doing it. Against me or not.
You have to build this instinct. This instinct doesn't just come right away, but if you continue to turn it on, turn it off, follow it, don't follow it, be disciplined, not be disciplined, you're never actually going to get to your goal, because you're not even tracking. You're not even tracking what's going well, what's not going well. You have no idea. And so when you have no idea, then you don't even know like what target you're shooting at. Can you imagine if I was trying to shoot my machine gun and I didn't even know what I was shooting at? How can I ever say I'm going to hit my target? I couldn't. Which is why it's super important for you to understand what answers do you need so you can make the correct decision for yourself. And if you don't know what that is, then you need to spend some time figuring that out. It all starts there. It's going to be absolutely impossible for you to ever hit that 6-month goal, 12-month goal, if you don't even remember your starting point. You have to like take this shit seriously because this is your life. I can't even stress that enough. Like, every decision that you make affects your life, and you need to understand that. When I tell you to meditate, when I tell you to channel
What's getting out of bed for, I guess.
I want you to imagine what that person would do in the situation right now. How would they perform? How would they seek the answer? Would they be okay?
I'm back on the little
What you're doing right now?
flat roads again. And I found this nice little sort of dirt path here. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all.
So if you're not meditating, if you're not following the framework, if you're not doing the simple things that generate the biggest results in your life, then you have to ask yourself, do you want it enough? It's as simple as that. Do you want it enough? Because if you wanted it enough, then it would be absolutely worth following the system, the framework, the little things that generate the biggest results. Nobody can want this more than you. Nobody will ever want it more than you. So if you don't want it enough, who will? And if you don't want it enough, how will you ever achieve the life that you want to achieve? When you wrote down your goals, why did you write down those goals? If you're not actually going to stick to the plan so you can achieve them, what was the point? What was the point of doing all the work you just put in over the last 8 weeks if you're not going to put in the work? If you're not going to put in all these frameworks and solidify it into your life system so you can actually continue moving forward every single day, what was the point? And you got to ask yourself that question. Number 2, you need to be very strategic in every decision you make moving forward. You have to understand what is the outcome that you're striving for. What is the result you're striving for? And is every decision that you're making right now today benefiting you to get closer to that result? Or is it distracting you? Because I can guarantee you, if you're not sticking to the framework, if you're not doing your morning ritual, if you're not doing what you need to do, then there's something subconsciously inside of you that is trying to distract you from actually achieving the goals you set for yourself. Because externally, you know your goals, but at a subconscious level, maybe you've already gotten so used to the habit of not succeeding that the thought of succeeding is more uncomfortable. It's become a habit to be uncomfortable, so you think it's normal, so you think you feel safe and secure. But the reality is, when you step out of your comfort zone, that's when you achieve your greatness. You need to think about it. You need to think about, what are the actions I'm taking today? What are the actions I'm taking on a daily basis that's allowing me to achieve the result I'm looking for? And if the things that I'm doing on a daily basis is not adding to that so I can achieve that goal, then I need to ask myself, why? Why am I running away from the same goal that I just set for myself? You need to think this way. You need to start practicing this. And it all starts with meditating in the morning and committing and making the decision that you will be disciplined and you will take extreme ownership of your situation so your situation can actually change. You have the power to change your life. You just need to take it. You can change your life faster than you ever thought possible, but the reality is, like right now, with the way that you're doing things, you're not taking control, you're not taking ownership because you lack the discipline to stick to the program. So you need to enforce and then reinforce. This is a habit, this is a muscle you have to keep training. Like, success is like right there, sitting right in front of you. You just gotta grab it, man. You just gotta grab it. You just gotta reach out there and grab it and do whatever it freaking takes every single day to hit those numbers, to hit those daily goals, those weekly goals, those monthly goals. Because if you stick to the program, if you stick to the system, the strategy that you've already set out for yourself, it's inevitable that you will succeed. That's how simple it is. But people don't stick to things, and that's why they fail. They leave it up to chance. They don't ask the right questions. They don't seek the answer. But it's always like, oh, there's something going against me. There's something keeping me from my success. But the reality is, you're keeping yourself from your success. So you need to take your life more serious. You need to understand every decision you make affects your life. The longer it takes for you to make the decision to take hold of your life, the longer you're going to be in the same position you're in right now. And that is not what I want for you, and I guarantee you that's not what you want for yourself. So get back to the basics. Make the right choices, make the hard choices, stay disciplined, take ownership of everything that's happened to you, and ask yourself, when I meditate, what is the sage telling me to do? What is that 10-year version of myself telling me to do? How would they react in this situation? What would they do? What would they seek? Would they be proud? And if the answer is no, then you need to figure out why. You need to find the driving force again. You need to be absolutely clear in the results that you are trying to achieve and do everything in your power to achieve those results.